Yes, my beautiful people, it's creamslice. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are good. My voice is slowly going to the shadow realms. I don't know what is going on, but I'm losing it, which is probably a good thing to most people. But anyway, in today's video, it is more of a, is this or could this Arc Hunter build be meta when final shape drops tomorrow? I hope you all are excited for the new release of the final shape. As we know, there is a new subclass, new artifact mods to take advantage of, mix and matching builds. As you know, on this channel, we're going to bring you some of the best and most unique builds for in-game content, you know, when we get through part of the season in that respect. The build that you're seeing in the background is a Shinobu's Vow build on the Arc subclass. One of my all-time favorite builds, but as you can see from some of the gameplay, the skip grenades don't really do enough damage for it to be considered a meta build. But there is a massive but. When the final shape drops, skip grenades are getting a 15% damage increase. So hence why I bring you guys the Arc Hunter build. Another reason why I think this build could take off tomorrow is one of the artifact mods from the final shape is called Shield Crush, and it says while you have amplified or radiant, your grenade recharges faster and deals increased damage. So if you think about how the Shinobu's Vow works, you get 2 charges of skip grenades and you get an extra skip when you equip the Shinobu's Vow. So they are tracking swarming kind of grenades. They jolt on impact as well with some of the fragments that we pair with it, and you get grenade energy on hits. So recently it's not really that great. From some of the gameplay that you're watching, as you can see, we don't really get a massive chunk of grenade energy back. I don't know why. It feels like it's slightly being nerfed, but you can kind of counteract that with one of the fragments, Spark of Recharge. When you are critical, you get increased grenade and melee regen back, and you can notice that difference when I'm popping out a cover. I'm getting hit on purpose so I can proc Spark of Recharge in some of this gameplay, just so I can get my grenade back. But with the Shield Crush artifact perk, could this bring this build back from the dead? Let me know what you think in the comments. As we know, when the final shape drops tomorrow, we have a new super for the Hunter, which looks absolutely cracked. I think it's going to be more cracked in PvP myself, but we'll see how it works in PvE. You never know, some crazy things that people find out. Massive damage, broken things, you all know how it goes. Come tomorrow, we get that massive 15% damage increase to the skip grenades, which is why I brought this build to your attention, because this might be something you want to test out tomorrow and take through the campaign with you. I think I'm going to be running this build personally. We'll take a look at the fragments with the current state of this build. So we have Spark of Irons. Defeating jolted targets creates an ionic trace. As we know, ionic traces give us ability energy back. Like I was saying before, guys, with the current state of the Shinobu's Vow and the return energy you get from them is not great. When you pair Spark of Recharge with them, when you are critically wounded, you get that massive bump to your melee and grenade energy regeneration, and it's highly noticeable as well. We have Spark of Discharge. Arc weapon final blows have a chance to create an ionic trace. As we all know as well, there could be possibly 3 ways to get the in-depth kindness, the pocket rocket sidearm, which is arc, and you know, you pair that with something like Vault Shot, you get that roll. You're going to be absolutely cooking with this build. The last fragment is going to be Spark of Shock. This is going to jolt enemies. Obviously, we know overload champions, we can stun them by jolting them as well. So that's going to do it for the fragments. This is what I was just taking into that grandmaster, I think the highest battleground, just messing about. the in-depth kindness, great, absolutely monster of a sidearm. Its arc as well, which pairs perfectly with this. I think the forbearance tomorrow is going to get a buff from grenade launchers as well, so you could possibly pair that with this build, or your favorite arc weapon. My favorite heavy arc weapon to pair with any arc build has to be the Thunderlord. It's just great. It stuns overload champions, it chunks health. It's one of the best machine guns in the game in my opinion. But over here I was just running 100 resilience and 100 discipline. When it came to the armor mods, there's nothing really special that makes this build in its current state stand out in terms of ability return from the skip grenades. So I'm hoping that with the new artifact mod and the buff to grenades could possibly change that, and there could be some more artifact ability regen mods in there as well, as we don't know until tomorrow. But I really do think and I hope that this build will be seen a lot tomorrow, because I really love it, if I'm honest. So when it comes to the mods that I was running in this GM, it was just double ashes to assets for more super energy on grenade kills. We've got an arc siphon to create orbs of power. We have a firepower mod on there to create orbs of power from grenade kills. One grenade kickstart mod. On the chest piece we have our damage resist mods. On the boots we have elemental charge, absolution and recuperation for health and ability regen as well. And then we have the double bomber mod with Reaper. When we do a dodge we get grenade energy. Even double bomber mod now feels so nerfed to the ground. It's highly disappointing. I remember a time where you could use your class ability and you would just bump your grenade energy up so far, but sadly it feels nerfed. But hopefully when the final shape drops tomorrow we can see a lot of changes to this build. Hopefully it's going to be a lot stronger than its current state. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. But I am creamslice. I love you all. Thank you for your support, especially on the last video. It's give me that boost now to get my head down and bring you guys some more solid content. But yeah, this was not a full build or anything like that, just food for thought, my beautiful people. So I will see you in the final shape. Peace.